So hello and welcome to another one of my films, 2025. There's one thing I've just got to say straight away. How little I was able to post last year. And I reckon I did about 7 or 8 at most. And it was absolutely appalling, wasn't it? And for a lot of us, getting out it's what we live for. It really is. It's what keeps us good. So mindful of that, it's like the first decent day that I've been off, and I thought, well, I'm going to get out. But yeah, I just have a little thing about, let's see if we can find some of the red deer up in Lyme Park and have a little chat about things. But last year, I think for a lot of us, wasn't the best, was it? Wow, you missed this. So, yeah, 2024 started with a car crash. 4 days before my 50th birthday, I got flooded out of where I lived, and there was talk about whether they were going to condemn my apartment or not to fix it. It was seemingly too expensive. Then my dad, frankly, as someone said, and we're not being disrespectful, but to try and describe it, just kind of turned into Joe Biden overnight. Turns out it was to do with medication, but God, it was frightening. And he could hardly move and was in a wheelchair, and then we nearly lost my mum, and that was really rough. I do admit I'm never going to be the same again. So she's getting a little bit better, but boy, you know, it was a really grown-up year. And one thing that I had, which surprised me, I sort of had this sort of stress seizure. So I'm struggling to get out, I'm struggling to breathe a bit here, even though 18 months off the cigarettes, I'm really proud of that. But yeah, it was just horrible. So this year I really want to try and take control, so that's why we're going to go and find some deer and just get out and do something. This is brilliant. Gonna have to watch how fast I walk. I'm still But anyway, so quick backstory of me, and it's really straightforward. I got violently electrocuted when I was 14. I had one hand on a badly earthed guitar, and what happened was I went to reach for a lamp, and it went and created a circuit which, because I was watching a music video, it lasted about 23 seconds. Then something really weird happened, and I remember staying in that room for about an hour. I didn't dare touch the door handle because I thought it was metal and I thought it would all happen again, you know. But it is that stupid thing where you say, you know, an accident, it surprises you. And what I didn't realise at the time, although all my friends do, and just amazingly, I've actually met just now our first drummer, Damien's mum, Jill, who was there and around in 1989. That was quite something. So to meet someone who's actually associated with the band, that's staggering. But yeah, my personality changed. All my friends knew it, but never got acknowledged at home. That's fine. But yeah, over time, best way of saying it is like having a penchant 5-year-old that you've just constantly got to keep control of, and it just does what it wants when it wants. It's brilliant because it performs, has no self-consciousness whatsoever. But I'm doing this great thing called D.B.T, and I'll explain a bit later. But you know, sometimes it is like that cliche, but you are a car and sometimes you need fixing. So there we go, straight ahead, Park Moor, where, fingers crossed, the deer should be. But this is as far as I've been able to get in the last couple of months, so about 2.5k. But yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to be stupid, but this is just great. I do admit our first drummer, he actually ended up joining the Royal Marines. We were obviously that bad, we drove him into the forces. Man alive. But no, hopefully you should be hearing a bit about that. But just one thing though, right, this is the stupidity of sometimes these things, mental health, whatever, you don't understand. I'm playing St. Helens in a couple of weeks, right, and honestly, 250, I've never been to the place, and the only thing that bothers me is the parking. I'm absolutely, you know, I'm meant to be a rock star, not, you know. So anyway, but these things, they are sent to try us, but you can help yourself. Where we are headed, Nightslow Wood. So, by the way, for those that have children, etc., or people like me, if you want to truly get away from it, just head up here to nice low wood, and I promise you in 10 minutes you're in a different world. Wow, I'm really chuffed. I really didn't think I'd do that, but okay. Right, nice low wood. So I don't normally do face to camera. Actually, on sometimes quite a practical basis I do shake a bit, but again, that might be something to do with rock and roll. No, it's nothing to do with that. But what is dialectical behavioural therapy, for example, versus cognitive behavioural therapy? The best way of saying about CBT is that it's chatting, it's talking, and I've had brilliant help off it. It's been fantastic. And the thing is, though, is that I think we can all like the sound of our own voice at times, and I think unfortunately for some people all it really achieves is helping add to that label of mental health and wellness that, let's be honest, particularly given social media now and how so many people want to be individuals and things, I'm sorry to say, it just seems to add to the problem for a lot because they're not using it in the right way. For me, it really helped. So D.B.T, though, it's doing something about it, which is fabulous. So it teaches you behavioural methods, it teaches you to recognise things, and the best thing about it is this group that I'm with is a group of people. It's not like one-on-ones. You're in a group with 10 or 11 other people, and what's so lovely is you can tell they want to get well, and everyone's contributing. And if you ever do end up in this spot, then all I can say is you got to go with the right frame of mind. But if you're lucky enough, as I've been, to be in a room with people who actually want to get well, it's absolutely fabulous. And there's no shame in it or anything like that, because we all need fixing at times. So yeah, I found it great. So this is why I'm out this afternoon, just because I said, coping mechanisms. Well, some days what I'll do is I'll just go and find something. So it might be a bird, a new walk or something. So today it's red deer. So let's see if we can find one. Brilliant, Tornio. I guess the weather's been that bad that they're probably going to have to come out early. I doubt we'll be able to see him or her, but oh, that's brilliant. Now you might wonder what this noise is, but allegedly it's the sound of a vole, and supposedly you can trick owls into thinking that it's a vole and that they'll come and investigate. But I think this owl might be sat there just laughing their heads off, going, yeah, why is there a middle-aged bloke with a hat on trying to blow me kisses? Anyway, I gave it a go. Oh, and by the way, the no smoking thing, and again, it's only when you've I guess you've got a personality like mine, but I hope people relate to this. Yeah, of course, physically you feel better, you feel tons better. Do you know what? Mentally you feel a lot better, because I think every time you have a cigarette, you don't realise it, but you're having a little dig at yourself, and it's not a positive one. So that's the thing that I found really powerful, is just genuinely how much better I feel in myself. So if you are watching this and wondering, it's a new year and stuff, well, give it a go. It's life-changing. The only downside is that from bands is that because I fancy myself as a bit of a singer, and I know I can now sing longer and louder, but not necessarily any better. Here we go, the beauty and wildness of Parkmore. Right, so we're looking for sometimes nearly half-ton animals that, no joke, could literally just be sat beside us here. I am not joking, they are masters of disguise. Oops. Yeah, when I came up here last time, basically, they were feeding them just about here, and I was hoping they'd do the same, because literally there's about 40 or 50 of them. Oh dear. Okay, right, I've got to find one. Oh, come on, cooey, you'll be on the television. That's what everyone wants. The thing is, I don't know if I can get to Bowstones, but in the spirit of today, I'm going to give it a crack. I'm going to give it a crack. I don't believe it. Whew. I don't have much further to go, or I can last much further. But there you go, 2 red deer. I guess it's sort of it was a metaphor, the idea, but the thing of going out and finding something, doing something, going to a great place. Oh, I'm thrilled to bits. I'm nearly at the top. I'm not stopping now. Well, here are the Bowstones. So, I didn't think I'd get here today, but it's been quite a day. So, thank you very much for coming out with me. I hope you get something from this, you know, and it's done me good too. So, thank you ever so much for watching, and you take care. Okay, P.S. I was getting that desperate to see red deer that I was sort of going to claim that those longhorn cows over there was a herd, but it didn't really kind of fit in with the spirit of the film, so I didn't. I was very close though. Thanks again.